This conference will now be recorded.
So this session I am discussing about a Linux boot process. So in the case of Linux, when we start the Linux system, so the first the BIOS of the computer will work. So and then it will load a power on self test. So then it will transfer the control to the MBR. So in the MBR of the system, so the bootloader will be loaded. So in the case of MBR based disk, it will go to MBR. If it is a GPT based disk, it will go to the boot sector. We know that what is the boot, what is the MBR of a system. So in a case of a hard disk, there is tracks and sectors are there. The track 0, sector 0 is called the MBR of the disk. So we can see that first the BIOS power on self test will work, then MBR, the grep will be loading. So and the grep having its own configuration file. So the next is the bootloader. Grep is the bootloader, Grand Unified Bootloader. So we can see the configuration file for grep by using. We can go to system and I can check it. So it is the bootloader configuration is it is in the boot grep2 directory. So in this grep .cfg file is there, so we can check the configuration file. We can see from here. So this is the configuration file boot grep2 grep.cfg. So there is one link is created in the etc directory also. If we go to etc directory also, we can see that. So cd etc directory, so we can see that grep information. We can see there is a grep.cfg file is there, but it is pointing to the boot directory. It's a link pointing to the boot directory. So the procedure steps are grep will be loading Grand Unified Bootloader. Then the kernel will be loading. So kernel is in the boot directory. We can see that where is the kernel is loaded. So the kernel is stored in the boot directory. So if I go to the the boot directory, so we can see that the kernel is loaded here. So VM Linux, this is the kernel VM Linux 3.10. That is a kernel file mainly, and also it will load some memory file system. So we can see that there is some init RM is there. So that is a memory init RD is there. So that is a memory based file system. So and it will load the kernel driver, and it will also start the init RD, init RMFS. So it is a memory based file system. It will start, and in that the kernel driver will be there. So the control will be going to the kernel. So the kernel will load the kernel driver from the init RD. It's a memory file system, and it will start the first process called systemd. So in the new Linux, we are using the first process as systemd, and systemd configurations are in the this directory, etc systemd directory. The configurations are there, and it will start the default target. So that is what the target will be, maybe graphical target or multi-user target. It will be starting. 1 minute.
This conference will now be recorded.
So we can see that there are different targets are there. We can see that command by using this systemctl command. Systemctl list units, and hyphen type is equal to target. So when we do this, we can see all the targets and all we can see from here using this command. So there are many different type of targets are there. So now mainly we have to know that there are graphical targets. Suppose we want the GUI in Linux, we have to use to graphical target, or if you want a command prompt, we have to use multi-user target. This is mainly Linux is working on any one of the target. So we can give systemctl isolates to multi-user, means it will go to command prompt. Systemctl isolate graphical dot target means it will go to the graphical Linux, GUI based Linux. So we can check the systemctl get default command. It will show the current target. So we can give systemctl get default. So we can see the default target by using this systemctl get default. So So you can see currently we are using multi-user target, because if the system is having GUI, then the graphical target will come. So we can change the target by using permanently. You want to change it, you can change by this command. Systemctl isolate is for permanently changing the target. So if I make it as a graphical target, means whenever we restart the system, it will go to the graphical target. So we can make like this, and we can change like this. Also we can change it when whenever we restart the system, that time also we can change it. So when we restart the system, when we do init 6, so I want to restart, I can giving the reboot command I am giving. We can give reboot command and all we can do for restarting. So we have to reboot and all, we have commands are here. Main important commands are we can see that so systemctl power off means it will completely power off. Systemctl reboot means it will reboot the system. There are different targets: graphical target, multi-user target, rescue target, emergency target, and all are there. So these targets are mainly using for maintenance purpose. Graphical means X Windows, and multi-user means command prompt. So we can reboot by using either reboot command also we can give to restart this. So when we are restarting the system, you will get the grep boot prompt. So there we can change the target, we can change it. So in the kernel line and all we can add here. So we have an option like this one, we can add it, the systemctl.unit. We can change it, system ctl dot unit is equal to rescue.target. So we want to go to maintenance mode, means we can just start the system, and in the menu it will come. So we can give edit here. We have to give E for edit. So we don't have to start the system. We have to just E for editing. So we have to do it quickly. Whenever we start the system, first the boot menu will come. So that's a grep menu will come. So here we can edit this line, edit the boot section. So my system is starting. So here we have to, what we have to do, we have to do E for editing, and we have to go to the kernel line, and this is the kernel line we have to search. So the kernel line is Linux 16. That's the kernel line. We have to go to the end of the line. We have to do Control E also. You can use Control E. We will go to the end of the line, and we can type this systemctl.unit system ctl dot unit is equal to rescue.target. Systemctl.unit is equal to rescue.target. So we are changing the changing into rescue mode. So now after that we have to do Control X to start the system. So it will go to the rescue mode. We can go, and we can do some maintenance and all we can do from by going to this mode. So basically Linux we have different targets are there. Graphical target, multi-user target, rescue target, and emergency target. So we can change from the booting menu. Otherwise, you can change through the isolate command. We can give the systemctl isolate command, and we can permanently change this.